Coming up on 6:30 on WKYT this morning, we have some new details just in out of South Carolina. Police have just released a picture of the suspected gunman who killed 9 people at a historic church in Charleston.
Details on what's happening today for the man accused in one of Lexington's recent murders.
And an update on the search for a superintendent for the Fayette County school system.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome to WKYT This Morning. We're glad you're along with us on this Thursday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Mike is telling us we're going to have to get ready for some rain. It sounds like it's not going to be so much of the spotty variety that we've received.
Not this time, because it's the remnants of that tropical system. Let's check in with him. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. And we're going to be looking at that rain later on this afternoon, then Friday afternoon, and then Saturday is when you get that heaviest rain. And that's when that tropical system comes flying our direction. Right now, it's over the state of Oklahoma. But first, Low Defender Live Radar, good clean sweep outside. A little fog issue here and there, but remember, the past couple of days, it's been very patchy. That is the same story this morning. And to be honest, these days have been virtually the same. Mid to upper 80s, couple of 90s here and there. And also those afternoon showers and thunderstorms are very hit and miss. Now look back toward Oklahoma. There is our system. It takes a huge right turn here in the next several hours, and it'll head our direction, and it's looking like some really heavy rain for the weekend. I'll show you how that will affect your plans coming up.
All right, Micah, thank you very much. A disturbing story this morning. If you're just waking up and joining us, or if you've been along this morning, you know that some new details are coming out.
Yeah, we have some breaking news overnight out of Charleston, South Carolina. 9 people, including a state senator, were killed in a mass shooting.
It happened last night at a historically black church. Police have just released this flyer showing a picture of the suspect. Now, the additional details that we have about this that are coming in this morning are still developing. We want to get you updated from WKYT's Victor Puente joining us from our live desk. But again, that is the first time we have seen an image, Victor, of the suspect. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Yeah, police have released a picture of the man they're looking for. They finished a short press conference at 6 a.m. and released a few new details. Now, this is the man that they say killed 9 people at that church. They've also released a picture of the car they believe he is driving. They're asking people to call an FBI hotline they've set up in connection to the shooting. Charleston police say the shooting happened at the Emmanuel AME Church in downtown Charleston Wednesday night. It's one of the oldest black churches in the nation. A state legislator confirmed the pastor was one of the 9 people killed. Reverend Clemente Pinckney was a Democratic member of the state Senate who led the church. Police say the shooting happened during a Bible study class. The shooting was followed by a bomb threat, and police say that complicated their response, but the threat has since been called off.
It is senseless. And it is unfathomable that somebody in today's society would walk into a church when people are having a prayer meeting and take their lives.
The police chief says there were some survivors, but they haven't said how many. The suspect is described as a slender, clean-shaven, 21-year-old white male with sandy blonde hair. He's still on the run. Charleston's police chief described the attack as a hate crime and says the FBI is part of the investigation. So far, authorities haven't released the other victims' identities. The church is holding a prayer vigil at noon today in honor of the victims. At the live desk, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. Obviously, a big national story that will continue this day, and CBS This Morning will have the latest shortly. We'll update you with any new information that comes in. And new this morning, a troubling story out of South Central Kentucky. Police say a 9-year-old called 911 after finding her mother dead. The Metcalfe County Sheriff says the girl heard her parents arguing before she went to bed. When she woke up then, she said that her father was bleeding and she could not wake up her mom. The Glasgow Daily Times reports that 44-year-old Jessica Tiller was pronounced dead at the scene. 48-year-old Daniel Tiller has been flown to a hospital with a gunshot wound to the head.
Also developing this morning, a death investigation is underway in Bath County where a man was found dead in his home. State police say someone found the man's body last night at a home on Wyoming Road near the Fleming County line. We're told the man's death does appear to be suspicious. We called state police this morning, but they're not ready to release any updates on this story at this point. But of course, as soon as we get those, we will bring those to you. Today, 2 men accused in what's being described as a strange hit and run in Scott County are headed to court.
Well, police say one of them hit a pedestrian with his head. A head-butting situation. New this morning, WKYT's Hillary Thornton is giving us our first look at the second suspect. She's joining us. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning. The man accused of head-butting that pedestrian from a moving vehicle is out of the hospital and now in jail. And new this morning, we have learned this makes his second time behind bars this month. The Scott County Detention Center says Theophilus Price Jr. was booked back on June 8th on a bench warrant and was released 2 days later. Then about 1 week after that, the Scott County Sheriff says he was riding with Daniel Blackburn down US 25 when Price saw 3 men walking along the shoulder and said he wanted to smack one of them. Investigators say that is when Blackburn drove closer to the men while Price leaned out of the window. However, they say the SUV got too close and Price's head smacked into the back of one of the pedestrians' heads. Deputies say Blackburn then dropped Price off at Sonic so he could walk to the hospital. Blackburn was pulled over on the bypass a short time later after calls about a reckless driver. Deputies say there was a lot of blood in that passenger seat, and Blackburn admitted to drinking 4 tallboy beers. He then blew a .233 on a breathalyzer test. He was then charged with DUI and wanton endangerment. Now, meanwhile, that pedestrian was rushed to UK hospital, but we are told he is expected to be okay. Now out of the hospital himself, Price is once again behind bars, this time facing a complicity to wanton endangerment charge. And again, both Price and Blackburn will be arraigned in court here behind me in Scott County later this afternoon. Live in Scott County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, Hillary, thank you very much. Our time this morning is 6:36 on WKYT, and new this morning, a disturbing story. A man is accused of exploiting a disabled woman out of more than $20,000. Lexington police say Glenn Stamper stole cash and checks from the victim over the course of a year. Police say the victim paid Stamper to do work that he either never did nor didn't complete. He is charged with exploitation of an adult. Today we could hear testimony in one of Lexington's recent murder cases. 21-year-old Jermaine Anderson is charged with murder and assault. Police say he shot and killed Montez Graves earlier this month on Whitney Avenue. Graves' brother, Freddie Spillman, was also hurt in that shooting. We'll be in the courtroom at 8:30 this morning for Anderson's preliminary hearing. Hours after that deadly shooting, the victim's uncle, Ronnie Graves, was also shot and killed on nearby Charles Avenue, and no arrests have been made in that case.
New this morning, Lexington police are looking for several people who jumped and robbed a man. The victim says 3 men came up to him at an apartment complex off Alexandria Drive around 3 in the morning. Police say the men beat him up and stole his wallet. This morning, we're waiting for investigators to identify the man killed in a Montgomery County crash. 2 other people were hurt when the police say that a truck crossed the center line on Highway 11 and hit a car head on. The driver of the car died at the scene. The sheriff says there was no way for the driver to avoid that crash. 2 people in the truck were hurt. We do not know their conditions this morning. This morning, we have learned that a man from Richmond died in a Madison County motorcycle crash. State police say 40-year-old Charles Arvin lost control of his motorcycle on Union City Road and hit an SUV. Arvin died at the scene. The other driver was not hurt.
Well, this morning we're hearing from friends of a missing woman whose body was found in southern Kentucky. 24-year-old Nina Parker's body was recovered yesterday in the Cumberland River along the Whitley-McCreary County line. We understand the Owensboro woman was swimming with her boyfriend and 2-year-old son when she slipped and went underwater.
Lord knows I don't want to wait. I don't want that phone call. I don't want the confirmation. I just keep thinking of my babies and how I'm here with them every day, and she's not going to be able to do that. I know in heaven she will, but physically she won't.
The Department of Fish and Wildlife says they are still investigating the circumstances. This morning, police in Laurel County are looking for a hit-and-run driver who injured a sheriff's deputy's wife. Police say the man rear-ended the woman's car on Highway 80 near I-75 in London. She was taken to the local hospital to be treated. Police are looking for a dark red or maroon Jeep Cherokee.
Well, hundreds of Eastern Kentuckians fighting to keep their disability payments say the process of compiling medical records is just exhausting. Last month, the Social Security Administration suspended disability payments for about 900 people, all of them former clients of Floyd County lawyer Eric Kahn. The government suspected Kahn used false information to secure those benefits. Payments were later restored, but now the Social Security Administration is asking for those people's medical records to figure out if they still deserve to receive the payments. One man says the suspense is just terrifying.
You don't know. It's just like turning the page. You just don't know. You're going to receive a letter tomorrow saying your benefits cut off again next month. You just don't know. So you kind of live in fear, really.
There is a hearing tomorrow morning in Floyd County Circuit Court for the civil suit that's been filed against Kahn. Attorneys tell us they are still pursuing a federal suit against the Social Security Administration.
The time is 6:40, 20 before 7 now on WKYT this morning. Two finalists for Fayette County's next superintendent will be interviewed next week, and the public has a chance to meet them. Each candidate will spend a day and a half in Lexington. One candidate will tour schools next Tuesday. The other candidate will be in town on Thursday. The school district has not released the names of the candidates, but there will be a reception open to the public next Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. That will be at William Wells Brown Elementary School. So we'll know soon. A decision anticipated. They were hoping to get this done by the 1st of July, so real tight frame.
Yeah, tight little time frame there. Let's check to see how traffic is moving right now.
Let's go out to Officer Don and check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Cleared the problem on Harrodsburg Road, so we have all lanes open and available, really from Military Pike down past the Circle and even at Harrodsburg and Lane Allen. Nicholasville Road, still light traffic on the south side. No major issues on the north side of town, at least right now, with a live look at Broadway and High Street headed toward downtown. And an overall view with our Waze map this morning. Live drivers reporting normal traffic flow on Leestown Road, even through the construction zone. And Versailles Road past the Circle looks good. No problems to report so far. Russell Cave in the Circle, one click of the light through that intersection. Of course, we'll keep you up to date throughout the morning. Now back to you.
All right, and Officer Don and Deanna are on 98.1 The Bull when you get in your car. We're so glad you're with us on WKYT this morning here on your Thursday.
A 6-year-old misplaced his stuffed tiger, and it went on quite an adventure. How some helpful airport employees helped this little boy find his friend.
Chance of more storms later on this afternoon and off towards your Friday, too. But then we focus our attention on Saturday for this disturbance right here, Tropical Depression Bill. Show you how that'll affect you and how much rain we're expecting out of this. Coming up next.